hopefully you can hear me. There we go, cool. So basically I start my shoulder days out with a rear delt movement and some rotator cuff work. So basically when I have my wrist and I'm going out, that's helping my rear delt. I like to do a compound movement, so a press, two compounds, so 2 presses, and 2 rear delt movements and 2 side lateral movements. So like I said, I'm starting out with rotator cuff work and rear delt. So let's get it.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Also, something to be conscious of, when you're doing those movements is keep your elbows locked into your sides. What I mean by that is when you're pulling apart, don't lift your elbow away from your body. If you need to, put a towel between between your body and between your arms and make sure that towel doesn't fall. Just keep the wrist moving, don't move the elbow at all. So pretty much that shoulder press workout is, shoulder press movement I should say, is something I came up with about a month and a half ago. Anybody who listens to me knows that I like to come up with really obscure ways of training muscles. If you know Charles Glass, he's the same exact way with his training ideology, I guess. But you basically find equipment that's not exactly used for that muscle group, and you turn it into something that's used for that muscle group. So I just use that leg press machine for shoulders. It's basically an assisted squat machine. It was in one of my previous videos, but you just take a bar and you convert it into a shoulder press machine. Yeah, try that out. See what you think.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
This movement right here, this machine that we're actually going to use is for lower back. It's a hyperextension machine, I believe is what it's called. Reverse hyperextension machine. But I like to chain it up and use it for side laterals. There's really not much you can do for shoulders, which is the frustrating thing for a lot of people. It's a very boring muscle group to train. So that's why I really like to switch it up and do a whole bunch of different things that you don't see anybody else doing. I look like a jackass when I'm doing it, but I don't really care. I'll do a video on how to set this up later on, but it's very hard when I don't have anyone filming for me to go through all the steps. So you're just going to see the aftermath of it and just how I do it. But so far we've done a rear delt and press, so we got a lot to go. So stay tuned. Cool. So basically, I've had this set up since last shoulder day on last Wednesday, so almost a week ago, and it's still in the same exact place that I got it. So what does that tell me? It tells me that people are not switching up what they're doing and they're staying to the norm. If you stay to the norm, you're gonna get the same results you got. So switch it up. If you train the same, you remain the same. So always switch it up. Always do different stimulus. Always do different movements. Always keep your muscles guessing. So this is a test me for that. Switch it up. watching this movement, what you're seeing is I'm going very, very slow and very much controlled on my first 8 reps. So what I mean by that is you don't see my body moving and jolting in one direction. All you're seeing is my shoulder raising and going down relatively slow. I'm not throwing my body into it. You notice that I start throwing my body into the last 6-7 reps just because I'm trying to completely exhaust that muscle. So this is my intensive side lateral movement for side head right there. So I'm trying to put as much volume in them as I can. So I'm doing this for about 15 reps now, but forcing 15. So I may only get 8 to 10 clean, and then the rest I'm getting is dirty. Hit those for 4 sets. When you're doing it, it doesn't really matter what you use for hand grips, whether you go palm down or palm in. I personally like to go palm in. That's just my personal preference. Everyone else is different. Whenever you feel your rear delt activating the most, do that. Everyone's body's different. Everyone's gonna feel it different. But what I try to do is pull them apart. So pull those arms apart. Don't pull backwards like you're doing a row. Pull apart. I hope that makes sense. It may not. I'm so exhausted. I have no oxygen in my brain right now. I don't know. I think you're getting what I'm saying.
We don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The point of that pressing movement is, again, just overload the muscle. And I think drop sets are a good way of adding muscle and reaching muscular hypertrophy. So basically what you do, if you just watched it, you know what the hell you're doing. You're not dumb. But you just keep on dropping. You want to do a weight. Your starting weight should be a weight that you can cleanly do for 12 reps.
Right.
So I decided that circuit wasn't hard enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate a 15-pound dumbbell in each hand. So basically we're going to have the 15-pound dumbbell and 3 resistance bands. We're still going to drop a band each time, but this time I'll have a dumbbell in my hand. So the movement will be a little bit harder. So let's try it out.
want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
God damn it. So basically we're doing a superset of, it's my last movement because as you've seen I've hit 2 presses, 2 side laterals and 2 rear delt, and I only do 1 anterior work, so front delt. I do this because I feel like I hit anterior delt a lot when I do chest, so I don't see a point in adding another accessory. I want my rear delt and side lateral head to come up, meaning I want it to be the same side and proportional with the rest of my shoulder. So, whew, fuck, this sucks. Basically, you go palm down, palm facing up for the first 12 reps, and you go palm down for the second 12 reps, or as many as you can get, really. If you have a training partner, have the partner stand in front of you and put their palm a certain height and hit that point every single time. If you're training by yourself like me, have the self-determination and go as high as you possibly can until you just can't go any higher. I use the brim of my hat. If I get above the brim of my hat and I can't see the bar anymore, that's when I'll let it come down, but you gotta push yourself, keep driving yourself. 2 more sets left, let's get it. I'm not doing shrugs today. I did a heavy back day a couple days ago and I still feel it in my traps, so I think I'm gonna hold off. But what I do after every workout is either abs or calves. I'm not gonna film it at all. If you want to see my ab or calf routine, comment down below and let me know, and then I'll record it. But I'm gonna hit abs today. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you think about the workout. If you killed it, worked really hard, let me know. Give me feedback. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.